Okay, glad you're back. And look, you have made it to the third and final interaction with me and my heart and the heart of the Church International, and specifically the Church International in Rose Pond. And this is one that is close to our heart. When we talk about reaching people with the gospel to get saved, man, that's amazing. We need to be doing that. And then we talk about developing people so that they can reach people. That's a huge part of what we do on the spiritual side. But today we're going to talk about what do we do on the physical side. And so we reach people, we develop people, and we serve people. And those people may include the poor and the needy. It may include people poor physically, needy in the physical, but it also may include people that are poor and needy in the spirit, that are broken, searching. They're not being fulfilled because they have everything that they need in the physical. And so really it's serving people, and those people that's everybody that we encounter, that we look for opportunities to serve people. And that's exactly what Jesus did. Jesus came and became flesh and dwelled among us. And we look at all the lofty things that he did, but think about it. Every miracle that he did was serving somebody. Every time that he fed thousands of people, he was serving people. Every time that he delivered somebody from a demonic, then he was serving them. He was literally engaging the people that nobody else wanted to engage. He was condemned by the religious people for that service. He was condemned because he would sit with people that nobody else would sit with, that the religious wouldn't sit. He broke the barrier between religion and people. That's what Jesus did. He totally obliterated that barrier, that untouchableness that religion seems to have with people. And he would go and he would sit with them, and he didn't care what people thought. He knew that the sick needed to be healed, and that's where he went. That's where his heart was. And let me say this, that's where our heart needs to be as believers, is where Jesus would be in our culture, in our community, and in our world. And there are plenty of needs around us. And so serving people really isn't that hard. It's just inconvenient sometimes, because we think about our faith as being all spiritual and we detach it from the physical. But we can't do that. We have to reconnect that. And so we always try to reconnect that by serving people and making sure that we're doing what we can with what we have. And we can't do everything, but we try to do something. There are things that we can do, and God will continue to provide the resources if we continue to look for those opportunities. And, in the church world, we tend to say, oh, well, they just need the gospel. But do you know that sometimes some people can't hear the gospel because they're blinded by their social needs? And by serving people, we can tear down the social needs so that we can open up their spiritual ears, so that whatever's blocking that, we can speak in now, because this barrier is down, this wall is gone, and they're able to hear about Jesus. They're able to hear the gospel. They're able to hear their greatest need. And then when they encounter Jesus, their lives literally change. But sometimes for some people, it will begin by a hot meal. It will begin by a backpack full of school supplies, or a Capel card, or who knows, just a physical service to people that can help them know that somebody loves them, and then through somebody loving them, they will begin to understand, hopefully, an opportunity will come to say it's Jesus that loves them. And so it is important that we have a physical aspect to our Christian service. Okay, and so we're very passionate about this at the Church International and all of our campuses. We have care points in a lot of our mission campuses that are serving and feeding kids. We have orphanages. We have widow ministries, and we are really passionate about serving people and making sure that they're taken care of it, and that they're being They're being loved on by the literal hands and feet of Jesus, not the cliche churchy word, hands and feet of Jesus, but like we don't have to say it if we're doing it. And so it's in our heart to serve people, and really it helps us fulfill the greater purpose of why we're saved. We're not just saved for us. We're saved that we could save others and to serve others the same way Jesus did, the same way that God did towards us in our time of needs. And so think about that. God serves us. You know, that's the reason we gain testimonies. Man, right when I thought this, God came through. Well, guess what? He was serving you. And that's what a good father will do. And so we reciprocate that to others around us. And so I just want to jump in, be a little specific to right now with what we're believing serving people looks like, and how you can onboard and get involved in serving people, serving your community, serving as an individual, but also serving collectively, which is very important. The local church is the hub of serving the community. It's the way God has planned it. It's still that way right now. And so we believe that the church is the hub. We also believe that as we go out into our different circles, that we should be looking for ways to serve individually, but also collectively in that area. So here's some things that I want to give you that can help you on board and begin to think about taking the next step to connecting to the church and actually being involved in what God is doing through the church. And one of those areas is our dream team. This may be a new phrase to you, may be familiar to you, but we say that teamwork makes the dream work. So therefore we say dream teams. And we are very team oriented. If you come here on a Sunday, you're going to see multiple teams in action, from children's to First Impressions to Connect Point to media to worship to security there's so many layers and so many teams that make our experience on Sunday distraction-free and secure and appropriate. And so these are all of our dream teams that are working every Sunday. We believe that every Sunday is a service to people. We believe this outreach every Sunday, that we are impacting lives, that if we're healed, we work to heal others. And so we do get fed in that, but we also are working to feed others and get them connected to God. And so dream teams are like the next step for us to get involved and to get on to a group of people and get involved with a group of people that are of like mind, like heart. And really what we end up doing is getting part of a little micro family of people that are expressing their faith in their service. And dream teams really, man, they're the backbone of how we are able to do all of the things that we're able to do. We have the philosophy statement that we are pastor-led, but team-driven. We can't do anything by ourselves. In fact, we do very little by ourselves. And when we combined our efforts together for a common cause, man, we multiply our efforts in what we are able to do. So teams are vital. Teams are vital. Yes, we need vision, but boy, we need the hands and feet implementing that vision. And so onboarding onto a dream team really is more than just serving. So there are things that happen on a dream team that are above and beyond what we do any given Sunday or any given event. And really, we say that dream teams are more about caring. Number one, they're about care. How we care for the people on our team. If you want somebody to know you and know your name and somebody that is specifically responsible for you and making sure that you're cared for, making sure you have somebody that you could call, make sure somebody knows you all the time, that's the place is Dream Team. That place right there is where you will find your number one care point, because that Dream Team leader is personally responsible to me for your care. How are you doing? to be able to reach out to you in your time of need and to respond to us and let us know if there are major things that are happening in your life so that we can respond. And so when you're a part of these teams, your number one advantage is that you have somebody caring for you. It's just a smaller care point where it's more intimate, more personal, and you have somebody that is personally responsible for your care. And then through that, though, we are able to serve out. We're able to care for other people. And so dream teams are vital. Dream teams allow us to bring our efforts together and multiply the outcome or the fruit. And so, again, every Sunday, we're serving. Every Sunday, guys, I'm serving. I'm serving in the oversight of what's going, how our services are going. I'm sensing the Spirit. I'm preaching. I'm making sure that people are getting connected to God. That they're hearing a word from God that is applicable for their time and for their season. And so I'm serving every Sunday. And so our teams just pull together and do that. So dream teams are really, I want you to do this. I want you to ask your Connect guide, the person that's been calling you and checking up on you, sending you these videos. And I want you to start asking them about dream teams. What dream teams are available? Who's the leader of that dream team? And let them get you connected to that leader so that leader can better explain what that dream team does, and then you can see if that fits for you. We want round pegs and round holes and square pegs and square holes. And so we give the options for you to find a place, but we believe that there is a place for you, that we're doing a lot of things, and not just here, but man, we're doing things out in the community. We've got events that happen all year long. So there is a lot of places that dream teams operate other than just Sunday. And so I want to encourage you to begin to ask the right questions. Just ask, and the question has no commitment to it. But begin to do some facts finding. Begin to ask. Begin to pray about the next step. I hope that you don't just watch these videos and they just become something that you were asked to do. I hope that they are inspirational to you. I hope that when we finish this connection, that you are prompted in the Spirit to take the next step, that you feel comfortable with who we are, who our leadership is, and you're ready to just dive in and take the risk of meeting new people and coming under covering and being cared for and just really being impactful with your life. And we are instructed to change the world, not just our local area, but the world. But it starts locally. If we're not connected locally, we can't make an impact globally. And so, we so believe in the local church, and we so believe in you. And that's the reason we, as leaders, don't take on everything. We share everything. We share the responsibilities. We share the testimonies. We share the weight of caring for other people. And that's how we're going to do it. We are going to grow and we're going to impact our community because we did it. And that is a huge part of our DNA, is our teams and getting involved in serving our community, serving people, no matter their status, no matter their background, but serving people. And so you can get connected through Dream Teams, but you can also get connected through our weekly emails from our campus specific or through our text groups. Again, you can ask your Connect guides about that, and you can shoot them a text right after this. Say, hey, what's up with the emails? How do I get connected? How do I get onto a text group? And, these things, how do I get onto Discord? How do I know what's going on? And let them guide you into those paths of communication that are going to help you serve more and know more about what's going on. Well, guys, look, it is important that we spend this time together, but I'm honored that you were willing to give me the time and allow just a few minutes of your week. And now I'm asking you, take the next step. It's time. Don't worry about time links and things like that. Just worry about now. Serve like this is where you're going to be the rest of your life, and then let God worry about the rest. Serve with roots that grow deep, and it's okay. And it's okay to get connected with people that are imperfect. There's not a perfect person in this church, including myself, maybe my wife, but not me. And there are no perfect people. And so we're serving each other all the time. But man, we are still way better together. And so let's let our guard down and let's just jump on without hesitation. Let's just start taking the life that God has given us and start impact. Leave a footprint. Leave a spiritual footprint. Stop waiting for the right moment, because the moment is now. The moment is as soon as I thank you and say goodbye, that's the moment that God is saying, get on board. Get on board. I just want to encourage you. I'm excited to see what you do now. I'm excited to see you take the next step and to grow and to flourish and to thrive in this thing that we call a faith walk. And so we're here with you. I'm here cheering you on. Thank you again for your time. Now, let's take the next step. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.